This is a 2019 5K iMac that I bought for just $500. Let's see how it is in 2023. So as you just heard, I bought this thing for $500, which I think is a really good deal considering they're going for about $700 to $800. So I'm gonna be basing my opinion on that I bought this for about $700. Anyways, onto the design, starting with the rear.
Okay, let's go.
On the back, you get actual ports consisting of Ethernet, 2 Thunderbolt ports, 4 USB 3 ports, an SD card slot, and an aux jack. Also on the back is a RAM door, which allows you to extremely easily upgrade your RAM, which is a really cool feature of these 27-inch iMacs. Onto the front, you get a 27-inch 5K display, which is really good, and honestly kind of mind-blowing, at least for a Windows person. It is a Retina screen, meaning you should not be able to see any pixels from the average viewing distance. As for the design, I mean, it's the same thing we've seen since 2012, so for 11 years they use this same design, which is a pretty Apple thing to do. As for the webcam and microphone, they're good enough. Here's a clip. So I'm editing the video right now. Here's a camera test, microphone test too. The camera really isn't that great for 2019, but then again, Apple did use like the same eyesight camera for 20 years up until the M series Macs when they actually made it good. So yeah, nothing too special about it. I'm gonna set up a light right in front of me and we'll see if it gets any better, because yeah, it's obviously very grainy and really dark. I'm pretty sure that thing back there is not helping. Alright, now we're making progress. Now it looks far better. It's actually not bad now, you just need a blinding light in front of your face. It's still not the greatest webcam, just like the cinema display. In fact, these are probably the exact same webcams. Probably a better microphone? I don't know, you tell me. Another cool feature of this display is it has a built-in ambient light sensor. So let's say, I don't know, it's dark in my room. Let's just cover this up. You can see it's dimming itself right now. If I take my hand off, then it brightens back up. Pretty cool feature, in my opinion. There are also built-in speakers, which are pretty good. In my experience so far, they've been really good. I'm going to compare them to the cinema display that I have, and as well to a relatively expensive pair of studio monitors. Let me know in the comments which one you think will win. for macOS support, this is running macOS Ventura right now, and it should get around 2 more years of support unless Apple just suddenly kills off all Intel Macs in the next macOS update, which would really suck for a lot of people, I'm sure. Now onto the specs and what you can do with the specs. Hint, hint. This thing has, right now, the base model Core i5, 8 gigs of RAM, and the standard 1 terabyte Fusion drive, and the Radeon Pro 570X graphics with, I'm pretty sure, 4 gigs of VRAM, which isn't bad at all. These specs, other than the graphics card, aren't the absolute best, but they're good enough for what it was, I think, originally meant to do, which is, you know, browse the web, which it does really, really well. But on to what you can do with the specs. As I mentioned earlier, this has a RAM door, meaning you can upgrade the RAM to a maximum of 128 gigs, which is ridiculous for a lot of people other than me, an editor. You can also put a Core i9 in it, which is pretty impressive considering this is an 11-year-old design that it can support such a powerful and hot processor. It does get hot, but it doesn't thermal throttle, which is a good thing. And you can put as basically much storage as you want in it. Because, as I mentioned earlier, it has a Fusion drive. You can put another SATA drive in it, a bigger one if you want. And you can also put an NVMe SSD in it. Pretty great upgrades if you ask me, considering Apple Silicon does not let you upgrade a single component. And what you buy is what you get, and you're stuck with it. So why do I think this thing is so great? First of all, the fact that it's an iMac. It's an all-in-one, it's clean, it's so incredibly simple. And the fact that it has upgradability is a really, really good feature. But what do you guys think? If you have one of these, what do you think of it? What do you use it for? Let me know in the comments down below. You might as well subscribe because I'm working on a video pretty soon where I'm gonna fully max this thing out and see how it does. As well, if you liked the video, then you know what to do. Click the like button. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.